I'm wearing my headphones because it's a little noisy here. So welcome to Coffee and Good Stuff. I'm at Time Out, which is just around the corner from Fenway. It is an open market area real quickly. Let me just walk you in there real quick. It's loud. I'm going to give you a quick look around and we'll come back out and I'll let you see the outside. It has a bunch of butcher block tables along the middle and then a lot of eats and drinks around the outside. And there's a band playing tonight. Let me let you see. So that's where the band will play. As you can see, there are all kinds of eateries. And it's open, airy, very cool because it's hot and muggy outside. I'm wearing my headphones because when it gets noisy, this picks up the sound better. All right. Look at the outside. This is very quaint. And then look over here. So there on that green lawn, I've seen bands play out there as well, but it is a little muggy. Now it's 85. People here are not used to the heat and the humidity like they are in Texas or down south. And I think it's even muggier in the islands. I worked with somebody who came from the islands who described something a little muggier than Houston. I think Sao Paulo might be muggier than Houston when it's muggy. Houston, I think, tends to stay muggy longer than Brazil. It didn't snow in Brazil. Maybe Sao Paulo and Houston are on the same latitude. I'm not sure. But let me go ahead and I was looking at my video from the beach. I decided to go ahead and upload it, even though it's hard for you to hear part of the story. So the part of the story that was hard to hear because of the wind, a nod to our emergency service workers. So I sat by a woman on the bus the first time. So the men that I saw on the train were the first time I went to the L Street Beach. And so the women that I sat by were the one who wore the Boston cap. And I said, I'm sorry about the World Series because I came from Houston. And she went like this. That's what that was. And I told her, I said, well, the thing is, I cheered every time somebody came in home and someone, the Houston Oilers, that's a blast from the past. When they come to play at Fenway, then I'll be cheering for both. Now, maybe I'll sit out the casket flag and we'll see. All right, so I do live around the corner from Fenway, which is very nice, and everything is walkable. It's kind of a dream come true for me to be here and to have the jobs I have, so I'll tell you about that later. But meanwhile, let me also finish a few thoughts that I did not get to finish about the beach. So I didn't know that the camera did not pick up UMass Boston. It was really hard to tell because the glare was so bright. I tried looking through my sunglasses, and without my sunglasses, it looks like the band's coming on. So I'll let you hear part of the band as well. They're supposed to be very good. This is their second set. The first one was at 7, and I was at my C.S. Lewis group tonight. We're doing Mere Christianity, which is excellent. I read that years ago, but it's good to read it again. Anyway, and I'll get to that in a second. So when I mentioned Congonhas Airport, I failed to mention that there was this really neat checkerboard. I don't know how to describe it, but Congonhas sat on the outskirts of Sao Paulo, and then the city got built up around it. So by the time we moved there, it was, it was in the heart of the city. Well, the heart of the city, there are several hearts of the city because it's really, really big. It's basically the size of Rhode Island, land-wise. Rhode Island is about the size of Houston and all of its, outer lying suburbs and whatnot. And then it's got about half the population of Texas within that São Paulo does. So 20 million. Is that right? No, the population of Texas, I think Texas is 20 million. But I know Brazil may be 25 million now. Hot rods are everywhere. Ever since I was little. Ever since the invention of the car, and before that, motorcycles. Rice rockets, like John calls it. No, they're Harleys. Okay. All right. We would love to watch the airplanes come in at Congonhas. So they would, fly in over that little checkerboard thing and leave. So, and then of course we had, when we would say goodbye to all the other missionaries, we'd always sing God Be With You Till We Meet Again, which is a very special song. All right. I may have had more to say, but I don't remember anymore. All right, so I'm wearing this is my bootleg cap. I did a video recently, anyway. All right, so I'm going to repeat. If you happen to watch a lot of these, there'll be some crossover, partly because it will help you not have to watch everything, and I hope to keep these entertaining. So just so you know, this does not have it's like a late 1800, early 1900 font, where it kind of sticks out here and here and here. And so this cap was $10, and I got it on July 4th from a bootleg person, but they were, I think officially, they were legal. They had a little sticker, but maybe it was, official bootleg sticker. It was thinner than the official stickers. So that's another way you can tell. This is very sturdy. I think it'll last a long time. The first Boston Red Sox cap I bought was in Boston. I think it was in the late 80s, and it lasted, I think I lost it in Harvey. So that would have been, almost 30 years. And I bought another one either in 18 or 19 when we were in Boston. I gave it to Monica, so I saw this and I went ahead and got it. They also have the Wicked Smart t-shirts, which at the airport are $29 or $39, and they're $15. Now they're not quite as beefy, but they're actually this brand that I'm wearing. Sometimes I don't know if I should mention stuff or not, because I don't know if you mention it, it's free advertising for them, and then sometimes you hear that they want to charge you for mentioning it. Anyway, it is a good brand. So I bought these t-shirts on Amazon, and they last a long time. But let me go ahead and finish telling you. So when I went to the beach today, I was reading my Mere Christianity. I did check it out from the library because I have it at home. And I had packed it away, and my boxes will slowly be coming here as I made a list of everything in each box. And so whatever I need, I'll have that sent whenever I need something. And so that's in there somewhere. I don't know which box it's in. So I went to the library. Now this book was in pretty good condition. And I was reading the book, and the biggest windstorm kicked up, as you could see. And now, of course, it slowed down the minute I go to show you on the video. But it looked like something out of The Mummy, except it didn't have the big sweeping whatever. It was just, maybe about 1.5 to 2 feet off the ground of sand just hovering over. It looked like mist. Well, I was trying to hold the pages down, and apparently because of the humidity, I had bent the back. So then when I went to my group tonight, I threw my clothes on, I hopped on the bus, had to get some pizza. The pizza place was owned by Brazilians, so it was kind of fun. So I run down to the bathroom, and I'm changing clothes, and there's sand all over the place, and I'm muggy. It was a sticky mess. but I got my color. I felt really good. The other thing I didn't get to say when I was at the beach, I sent on one of my videos that I deleted. What I remember about Brazil that was fun, people played soccer, volleyball, badminton, beach tennis, and there was always music and samba and this and that going on. And there are probably some other games, making sand, there were people burying each other in the sand, making sand castles, all kinds of fun and games and swimming. And people probably surf now. I don't remember people surfing when I was there, or if they did, it was pretty rare. So I thought, okay, if anybody shows up and does any of that, I'm gonna go have some fun. Nobody did, but I did have fun anyway. And there were a couple of young women who, okay, wait a second. So let me finish about the book. So I shake all the sand out, do the best I can, and then I go to the pizzeria, I get dressed, I go to my class, and as I'm turning the page, chunks of sand are falling out when I would turn the page. And I told the other woman, there's one woman on Zoom, one woman with me, everybody else is taking a bite tonight. Anyway, I had sand in my lap, and I had to, wiping it off and throwing it in the trash. So then, I had a great talk with my girlfriend Kimberly Brown Blaine that I grew up in Brazil with, and her mom Millie had passed away I think 6 weeks ago, and I literally just got the word yesterday. So we plan to talk today and catch up. And part of the reason I'm not on social media and so I think a lot of that came on social media, but I don't know if I'll get back on it. I may not. We'll see. So somebody last 2 weeks ago said, oh, don't get back on. It's a real pain in the neck. I don't know. We'll see. I do miss everybody. All right. Let's see. So 2 young girls got up to leave, and I overheard one say, oh, the reason we love summer so much is because we have these long, hot winters and we're ready for the summer. And the other girl said, oh, I just love it here, and I looked over and I smiled at them, and they smiled back. We connected. So the other girl, I said, where are you from? She said, I'm here from North Carolina. I play lacrosse for, it's a big college. And I had, I think, 7% battery on my phone. I had just spoken to my friend Lori Wright Pizzatola, who is my roommate at OC, and then I did not see her the first time we lived in Houston, and I did the second time we lived in Houston. They live south of town, and they were very supportive after we adopted Monica, took us out to see a Christmas Carol, and she and I went to the zoo a couple of times. That's perfect for us. And she told me, when she was at OC, she would go study at the zoo there. It was very, very private. And I don't remember going to the zoo in Oklahoma City. I remember Brazil, Boston, the Stoneham Zoo, and the Houston Zoo. I think San Antonio has a zoo, but I know I went to SeaWorld, Fiesta, Texas. I don't think I went to zoo there. But anyway, so this girl plays lacrosse for, is it Wake Forest? I don't remember. I said, if I had battery, I would interview you because I'm sure that you would have some wonderful things to say. And she said, what's your blog name? Coffee and Good Stuff. coffeeandgoodstuff.blogspot.com, and you can watch as much or as little of everything. Okay, so I'm going to take you in to show you the musicians. I don't think I have anything else to say tonight because I noticed my battery is running a little low. I'm going to go listen to a little music. I'm going to go to bed. Get up and work out. Oh, I had pizza tonight. It was great. It was calabrese pizza. Very Brazilian, the thin crust. It was, they baked it in a wooden oven, a brick oven, and I forgot to ask them if they had olive oil because that's what we would put on pizza in Brazil. Instead of Parmesan, it typically was olive oil. I think maybe some red pepperoncinis as well. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you later on Coffee and Good Stuff.